I grew up in a small town where everyone knew each other. My best friend Dave had a sister named Jenny. We weren't close, just familiar faces in the same social circles. Jenny had always been a little off. That's not me being cruel. It was just a fact. She struggled with mental health issues, and while people knew, it was one of those things no one talked about. Then one day, out of the blue, Jenny called me. I'm pregnant. Okay, that's random but good for her, I guess. Then she hit me with the bombshell. It's yours. I swear my brain just stopped, because let me be crystal clear, I had never in my entire life been intimate with Jenny. Not once. So I did what any sane person would do. I told her, Jenny, that's impossible. She didn't care. She kept repeating it, like if she said it enough, it would somehow become true. I thought, maybe this is some weird mistake. Maybe she got me confused with someone else. But the more I tried to reason with her, the more aggressive she became. She refused to take a paternity test. Instead, she guilt-tripped me. You're already abandoning your child before they're even born? I wasn't buying it. I told her, if you don't take the test, I'm not signing anything. I'm not going to be legally tied to a kid that isn't mine. That should have been the end of it. I was wrong. So wrong. Because that was just the beginning of a nightmare I never saw coming. A few weeks later, my parents found out. I don't know if Jenny told them directly or if the rumor mill did its job, but either way, my parents lost their minds. See, my folks are big on traditional values, and when they heard I was denying responsibility for my child, they went ballistic. They didn't ask questions. They didn't listen. They just decided I was guilty. I can't believe we raised a son who would abandon his own baby, my mother yelled. You're a disgrace, my father said, his face red with anger. Mom! Dad! It's not my kid! They refused to believe me. They didn't care about logic, facts, or even the simple truth that I wasn't even in the same state when Jenny supposedly got pregnant. People make mistakes, they said. Own up to yours. For weeks, every phone call, every family dinner, every text message was the same thing. Step up, be a man, take care of your child. I was going insane. It was like being trapped in a nightmare where no one spoke the same language as me. Then came the final blow. Either you take responsibility or you're no longer part of this family. I refused. And just like that, they disowned me, kicked me out of their lives like I never existed. I was devastated, not just angry, hurt. These were the people who raised me, the ones who were supposed to have my back, and they chose to believe a lie over their own son. Fast forward a few months. Jenny gives birth. At this point, I had to go through legal channels just to force a paternity test. And guess what? Not my child. Holding that paper in my hands, I felt a mix of relief and rage. Finally, the truth. I sent the results to my parents thinking, now they'll see, now they'll understand. Instead, my phone blew up with apologies. We were wrong. We love you. Let's fix this. They even sent me money. My dad mailed me several $100s as if that would somehow undo everything. Did I keep the money? Yeah. After what they put me through? I figured I deserved it. Did I forgive them? No. Because how do you forgive people who threw you away so easily, who believed a lie over you, their own child? You'd think this is where the story ends. But no. Because Jenny, she lost it. She started telling people I had faked the paternity test, that I had somehow bribed an entire lab to lie for me. Rumors spread. People whispered behind my back at the grocery store. Some even confronted me. Why aren't you taking care of your kid? Jenny even went as far as contacting my ex-girlfriend to spread lies about me. That's when I knew I had to go nuclear. I cut off everyone, blocked Jenny. Sent my parents a final email. I don't trust you. I don't know if I ever will again. I was done. Months later, I got a letter in the mail from a lawyer. My parents were suing me for emotional distress. They claimed that by cutting them off, I had caused them severe mental suffering. I couldn't believe it. My own parents, who disowned me, were now suing me because I didn't come crawling back. It was insane. But I fought back. In court, my lawyer tore them apart. We had proof: restraining orders, harassment, the paternity test. The judge dismissed their case and ordered them to pay my legal fees. Did that stop them? Nope. Because later, I found out they were planning a fake family reunion. They told the entire family that I would be there, that I was ready to forgive and move on. They tried to trick me into reconciling. When I refused, my dad left me a voicemail. Your grandparents would be ashamed of you. That was it. That was the last straw. Blocked their numbers. I moved on. It's been a few months now. I don't talk to Jenny. I don't talk to my parents. And you know what? For the first time in forever, I can breathe. I still have moments where I wonder if I did the right thing. Cutting off family is never easy. There's always that little voice in the back of my head whispering, maybe you should just let it go. Maybe you should give them another chance. But then I remember, these were people who tried to ruin my life, who didn't even hesitate to turn their backs on me when I needed them the most. Would real family do that? No. Real family doesn't betray you. Real family doesn't put you through hell and then expect you to act like nothing happened. Since cutting them off, my life has slowly started to feel normal again. I no longer wake up dreading the next phone call, the next rumor, the next attempt at manipulation. The anxiety that used to follow me everywhere has started to fade. I've reconnected with friends who actually support me. I've put my focus back on work, on my own goals. I've been going to therapy, and I'm finally learning what it means to set healthy boundaries. And the truth is, some people don't deserve a second chance. Some wounds don't heal with time. Some bridges are better left burned. So if you're reading this, and you've ever felt guilty about walking away from toxic family members, let me tell you something. You don't owe anyone your peace. You don't owe anyone your happiness. You have the right to protect yourself, even if that means protecting yourself from the people who raised you. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe one day my parents will truly understand the damage they caused. Maybe they'll take real responsibility. Or maybe they won't. Either way, I'm done letting them control me. I'm choosing myself, my peace, my future, and I'm not looking back. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.